Hi guys. So I am making this video so you guys know that I haven't just disappeared. You know, I'm gonna continue streaming. I just, I've got some problems going on right now. So I'm making this video mostly because I've had a lot of people messaging me. There's 3 specific questions that I'm actually getting asked a lot, and I know a couple of people who are also getting asked. You know, people are expecting that they have the answers, but they don't either. So I guess I'll begin with, well, I miss you guys a lot. It's been almost a month since I've streamed last, and it sucks a lot. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. It's the medication doesn't help my memory at all either, so it's kind of hard to talk about this. The 3 most common questions that I've been asked are, what's wrong? Will I be okay? When will I be back? What's wrong? I have chronic urticaria. That is my current diagnosis. I have chronic hives at this point. I don't know how many of you know what hives are or what happens when you get them, or let alone what chronic hives are. Hives are what happens. Some people get them with allergic reactions, and you'll get, essentially, they're like red rashes all over your body. They burn and itch intensely. I get them everywhere: my face, my neck, my shoulders, legs, my chest, my stomach, my back. I'll just say there's very little left to spare. I also have a pressure-induced hives as well. If I have something heavy, let's say if I hold something in my hands and I hold it a little tight, it will cause hives. Even like my phone, I can lightly even scratch my skin and I'll start getting hives as well. I have had it for a number of weeks now. That's why it's called chronic. It is worsening every day. Will I be okay? I'll be okay. That's a kind of a hard question to answer. I don't know. It depends on if I can find treatment that's gonna help. I've had 4 doctor's appointments now. I've ran through every antihistamine that exists in the market, and none of them are helping me. Most people can just take Benadryl and, well, they'll go away. Sorry, it's a little hard for me to talk about. When will I be back? I'm hoping soon. I'll probably start streaming soon regardless of my issue. If my issue becomes too much of a problem while I'm streaming, I will end my stream, because I can't sit here scratching myself the whole time, because, that's obnoxious. It's just kind of ridiculous. I don't want any of you guys to feel bad for me. I don't want that. I don't want any of this negativity brought on my stream. It's just that's my biggest problem with this, and that's part of why I'm not streaming. In short, the best way to describe how this physically feels is, well, if you've ever been bitten by mosquitoes, like a lot of times, like on your legs, your arms, any of that, it itches really, really bad, and it's really sudden, and the more you scratch, it just gets worse, and it doesn't go away. That's very similar. I'd compare it to that, and I sometimes feel like I'm being burnt alive, to be quite honest with you. It hurts quite bad. It started several weeks back. I actually had been streaming for a couple weeks when it had started. I had severe itching on my neck. It started with my neck and my face. I had some places on my arms as well that itched really bad. I didn't have a rash at that point per se, other than from me scratching, but I didn't there wasn't any visual symptoms. That's what was strange to me. I just itched really, really bad and it didn't stop. I had that for a couple weeks before I got really irritated with it one day. I had a sudden itch on my leg and I twitched my leg and I spilled coffee all over myself. That was a little upsetting. So I went to the doctor, the first time. Explained all of that. I actually had talked to my mom about it beforehand, so forget about the doctor part. It's my first time making a YouTube video. Please give me a break. My mom suggested taking, Benadryl. I took 50 milligrams of Benadryl every single day and I took Claritin as well. I also tried Allegra. I'm trying to think of what else I tried at first. I don't know. But I also started washing my clothes, started taking off my jewelry. I stopped wearing perfume. I even stopped wearing deodorants. I stopped using certain lotions. And the itching didn't stop. So, of course, I was like, I even got like this weird oatmeal lotion because apparently that's supposed to help with itching, like chicken pox type stuff. And nothing was providing relief, not even temporarily. So, I went to the doctor the first time. It was urgent care. I had to drive like 40 minutes. It was in the middle of the night after one of my streams, actually. And so I went to the doctor and I was like, okay, I'm itching really bad. It's driving me crazy. What is this? Like, I have no idea what is wrong with this. So the doctor didn't give me a diagnosis. She had no idea. She wasn't sure. Of course, almost every doctor's visit, when I first meet a doctor, it's like, oh, are you on drugs? It's like, no, I'm just itching really bad. I have no liver problems, any that I actually consider myself to be quite healthy. I work out as well, so I don't really understand why this is happening. It's kind of a weird out of nowhere thing. Anyway, I got prescribed prednisone. I like to call it the devil's medication. It's usually used for multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, cancers, various other things, but it works. Has a various number of side effects, almost more than it actually usually causes more things than it actually fixes, and you can't take it for a long period of time, so you can only take it, they only usually give it to you for a few days to a week, it's just because it causes too many problems and cause certain parts of your body to actually shut down and have trouble repairing. Since it also shuts down your immune system completely, I can't go outside, I can't really go anywhere where there's people everywhere, because I have to worry about getting infections easily as well as getting sick. Like with a flu or anything like that, I will get it and I have no way to protect myself. Kind of sucks, it comes with various side effects, like my heartbeat goes like 120 miles an hour, depression, mood changes, shortness of breath, trouble thinking, speaking, walking. That's why this video is extremely difficult for me to make, because I actually started my new dose today, for my third time. Troubled breathing, weight gain, numbness or tingling in your hands, feet, legs, all of that joyful stuff that I had before. Noisy breathing, dizziness, anxiety. Yeah, the list goes on for a really long time, and honestly, the medication, I can't stand it. I got told to take Zyrtec once a day, as well as take Benadryl every 6 hours, 25 to 50 milligrams every 6 hours. I did that for a week. The prednisone was 40 milligrams for 5 days. I took that. My skin started thinning out. I started looking really deathly the first round. Second round, it happened quicker. So far, I haven't noticed much, but this is my third time now. Yeah, so after the first 5 days of the prednisone, I came off of that. I had some nasty withdrawals, like heartburn. I felt like I had an ulcer, which it can cause that as well, because it irritates the stomach lining. Then rashes started happening after. Yeah, it was already a few weeks in. I started getting rashes really bad everywhere. they started showing up everywhere on my hands. I'm trying to see if I have any right now. None that I noticed. It's a little dark in here, so I can't really tell anyway. Which is probably a good thing so I don't start scratching at it. That slowly worsened. Those rashes started turning into swelling regions. So it kind of started puffing up. It was really weird. So I ended up going back to a different doctor, explain what happened the first time, what the first doctor did, what I've tried. I've even gone as far as, well, making sure it wasn't allergy related, closing all windows, vacuuming everything, you wash your sheets, your clothes, making sure you don't use anything that's artificial, no weird chemicals, nothing. Like I take cold showers and everything too, because apparently that's supposed to help, but it doesn't really help me at all. I wake up and I go to bed with it. So I don't really sleep much unless I take Benadryl or a heavy sedative medication, which of course makes me really grumpy. So this doctor, she prescribed a steroid cream. Prednisone is also a steroid. No, not the kind where you lift weights and you get huge muscles, not that kind of thing. This is it produces a hormone for you, so your body doesn't have to. The problem is when you get off of it, your body has a hard time producing it on its own, so that can cause a problem too. So she wanted me to be on prednisone for 22 days instead of the initial 5 that I had already done. That was a little unsettling to say the least. Sorry guys, it's a bit upsetting to talk about. It's hard to talk about, and I don't understand any of you guys to understand any of this. I'm surprised if you guys are even still watching, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know at this point. It's a strange scenario. So the second doctor's visit, that's when I got diagnosed with hives. So she referred me to an allergist/immunologist to get allergy testing done to see if that may be a cause. Like maybe I ate something weird. I mean, I didn't eat anything out of the ordinary. I haven't ever had anything weird, nor have I ever had food allergies. I haven't been anywhere weird either, so that I haven't been to previous years. But regardless, I waited on to start the prednisone, and I went to the doctor. I went to this doctor, and she did allergy testing, found the only things I'm allergic to are, well, trees and grass, which I already knew. Yeah, she eliminated everything else. I'm not allergic to anything except trees and grass, which, living in Oregon, that's kind of, can't really avoid trees and grass. But she also said, my doctor had mentioned that sometimes, very, very rarely does this happen, but she has seen it before, where if you inhale a number of pollens, like if it just gets sometimes, because it's in the air and it travels far, but if you inhale a bunch, you can get hives from it, although it's not very common, and normally allergy-related hives can result in, usually, well, they go away quickly, normally anywhere from a few hours to a few weeks. Like, it normally goes away. Mine hasn't gone away still. But of course I can't eliminate that possibility, so I had to keep a food diary just to make sure that there wasn't something weird I was eating that could possibly trigger it. When I had my 4th doctor's visit a couple of days ago on this last Thursday, we talked about that, and we have eliminated food ingestibles. It could still be pollen, we're not sure. Pollen season doesn't end for another month or so, which is when my next visit is. She has asked me to bring up if I think there's any possible causes as to why I am experiencing this. Because there is a number of things that can be causing it, such as autoimmune diseases, which is where your body creates what are called autoantibodies, and they attack certain parts of your body. And mine, there's a possibility that mine could be attacking my skin. Chronic hives, the longer you have them, the more likely it is autoimmune. So we're trying to eliminate the possibility of me having a more serious problem. So I got testing done on Friday for blood testing done for a full thyroid panel, and a couple of other miscellaneous things to check for these specific antibodies to make sure that I don't have. Sorry, this is really hard. To make sure that I don't have an autoimmune disease. My mother, unfortunately, has a thyroid disease, and I guess it is a 1 in 7 chance that your daughter, if a mother has a daughter, that their daughter will inherit it. And my sister and my mother have both also experienced hives, and my doctor has also confirmed that yes, in fact, that could very well be a possibility. So she did order a full panel, which is very rare for an allergist to order, but she did because there is a strong possibility that could be it too. I won't get those results for another week, so I won't know anything on that. Even if the tests come back normal, she is testing for those antibodies to see if they could also be causing problems in the future or have in the past maybe. So at least I'll have that knocked out. If that isn't it, I don't have another appointment for a month. I've tried new medications. Every single doctor's visit, I have gone through every single antihistamine that exists. I am actually on a leukotriene blocker now, which is supposed to help with the itching. I took that for a couple days before I started my prednisone, so I took it Thursday and Friday, and today as well before I started my prednisone, and I still had the itching and the hives. And I'm quite stressed out over it. I know none of this probably makes any sense, and I don't really expect any of you to understand. I'm really, really terrible at putting my words together right now. Just don't worry about it. I will be up and streaming soon. Still, regardless, just if you see me scratching, I guess just tell me to stop. I mean, the last thing I guess I can really say about all of this is, it's causing me a lot of stress. And it's really, really difficult for me to talk about, and I'm making a video so you guys don't have to ask over and over again. So I can tell you guys, I have hives, it's chronic, I don't know when it will go away. I don't know if it will be back. The longer I have it, the more likely I'm going to have it again in the future. I am working on trying to figure out what it is. Most people don't ever find out what it is, but I can cross my fingers and hope I don't know. My body's resistant to antihistamines, and I'm on my prednisone for the 3rd time, this time for a week. And I'd rather feel like I'm dying than have the itching at this point, which is what but I'm only on prednisone for a week this time, so I'm hoping to stream while I'm on the prednisone, so at least I can, so you guys don't have to see any of it, because I guess quite nasty and it's a little distracting, especially because even holding my controller, if it gets warm, I get hives. I can't even hold my phone without getting hives. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, and it's frustrating. Wow, this video is gonna be really long. Well, I haven't improved. It's gotten worse. I don't really know what to say at this point. All I can really do is wait, and hope it goes away. I'm not as bad right now because I'm on the prednisone. Prednisone is the only thing that has worked for me. The only thing. I hope the doctor will come up with something. If honestly, if it gets too hard, I'm gonna have to go to another doctor to get in, because I can't wait a month to deal with this. Luckily, my skin looks okay right now. I'm okay with that. I love you all. I miss you guys so much. I hope some of you guys will understand. It's extremely frustrating. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Don't normally do this. I'll be on soon. I'm not gonna tell you guys when. I'm not gonna leave you guys a time or a date. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment on this video. Send me a message on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Any of that. I'll respond when I can. I'm usually really good about responding within a day at least to most messages, except I am a little kind of slow brain fog on this medication, so it's a little difficult. If you guys have any, questions, just please feel free to ask. I'll try and clarify it a little better. I know I didn't probably make too much sense, but regardless, I think I got most of the points across. I have chronic hives. I don't know if it'll go away. I don't know when I will be okay, or when we will be back. I can't talk at all. It's so frustrating. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I love you guys to death. Please feel free to contact me. I'm more than willing to answer you guys' questions. Yeah, there's really not much else to it. I don't really know how to go into more detail. But yeah. I love you guys.